Hello everyone, and welcome back to the team builder for VDL Finals. It's finals time. Can we get that championship, or are we going to fall at the final hurdle? There's a great, very strong opponent standing on our way. 6fthax, the rematch is here. We're doing it. This is going to be very, very tough. But yeah, we're playing 6fthax and his team, the Carolina Haxorus. Obviously, we lost them last time. Very tough. We weren't able to deal with his offense. But this time we're going to try and find a new way to do it. There's been no team changes, so this is just a one-to-one rematch. So it's going to be very tactical. Last time we did have the Earth String, which gave him a lot of trouble. But yeah, we should probably go over his team, just for everyone who doesn't recall. He had the Gold Uber Ho-Oh team. I believe he also had the Enam, the Terra Dragonite, the Dragapult, the Tinglu, the Tentacruel, the Jirachi, the Kamala. Very, very tough team for us to deal with. But yeah, let's get into what we are bringing. First of all, we have Light Clay Screens Corv. This is going to be a very interesting set. I think screens are very good into his team. Outside of Infiltrator Dragapult, he doesn't have a Defogger. His only removal being Tentacruel and Kamala, so we're very, very solid with setting up screens with no easy way for him to break unless he brings like Brick Break. Roost is just for recovery and U-turn. We are max Spadef because this is our Dragapult swap in. With Mirror Armor, we never get Spadef dropped from Shadow Ball, and we always can deal with it. It could be a little bit concerning if he brings like Mystical Fire, because we could reflect special attack boosts on Moonblast and stuff, so this isn't going to be a swap in really for that. I am expecting him to bring either the Scarf Dragapult, which is good to me last time, Scarf Jirachi, or Scarf Enam. So, I think this combination does really well into the Scarf Pult if that comes, because we only take like 30% from Shadow Balls and can then set our screens up. And then Roost soft damage. If it is Scarf Enam, then it's also technically a swap in, but it will be a little bit rougher. Next up, we have what is probably our main win condition in this game, and that is physical Shell Smash Blastoise. We are running no White Herb, we are Citrus Berry, just because we need the health. This thing is incredible, right? We're Max Attack Adamant. We can one-shot a Spadef Tinglu, if that's his lead. We can one-shot Max Fizdef Ho-Oh. We can one-shot most of his team, like his dragons really don't, plus his Enam don't appreciate the Ice Spinner. EQ can allow us to massively hit that Tentacruel, which could be a big wall, and also allows us to hit the Jirachi as well. If that thing is not defensive, that also will die. Next up, we have Terra Dark Mew running Leftovers. We are Knockoff, Stone Edge, Toxic, and Taunt. This is probably our lead for this game. If he does lead that Tinglu, we can just immediately Taunt it to prevent hazards, and then Toxic a few things. We obviously didn't like Toxic a lot. Knockoff, I do think last time he had a lot of boots, and I do think he will have a lot of boots on things again. So Knockoff is just to get rid of items, because he really, really likes to have his items. And Stone Edge is there for the Ho-Oh. We do a good 70% to that thing even if it's like Max Fizdef. So yeah, we can do a lot of damage, and we can potentially kill it with a knockoff into a Stone Edge. We have Shuckerberry Clodsire. This thing is Fizdef, but with the Shuckerberry we should always be able to even a wall Enam. We have Earthquake, Rock Slide, Recover, Stealth Rock. This thing is obviously... we were Yawn over Rock Slide for a long, long time. I literally learned very shortly before this battle that Yawn does not go through subs. This was initially to block Ho-Oh, but now we have Rock Slide, which should always break its sub, guaranteed. Does about 30%. So that's really nice. Rocks, we're going to remember to set them up this time. We have Recover for recovery and Earthquake for good damage. It allows us to two-hit KO things like Tentacruel, if that wants to be the swap in, and potentially bluff Water Absorb when we are unaware. Next up we have Fluttermane, which is booster speed this time. I do think there's a chance he tries to swap it up and doesn't bring the Dragapult this time as a Scarfer. And if that is the case, then we will be able to outspeed his whole team. And we have the same exact moveset as we brought last time. Moonblast is very strong into his dragons and his Primate. We have Shadow Ball to hit things like the Jirachi. We have Power Gem, which is that Ho-Oh mainly. We do 60%, so we do need a chip on it because it will be able to chaos with a Brave Bird right back. So we do, if we can get that chip though, then Power Gem is very, very good. And then Psyshock is there for the Tentacruel. And then finally we have Roselli Berry Kyurem. With Freeze Dry, Draco Meteor, Fusion Flare, and Scale Shot, we are max. We are not max speed, but we are max special attack. We do loads of damage with Freeze Dry. His team is very, very weak to ice, so the thing is going to be very, very important. The other Roselli Berry, I was very torn between Roselli and Haban, but I've gone with Roselli. It just allows us to be able to take a Moonblast from the Enam and be able to surprise KO him back with the freeze dry. Scale shot is there to potentially outspeed a lot of things, surprise shock him without gaining a bit of speed. We also have a little bit of attack investment, so we can potentially do quite a bit of damage to things like Dragapult. I think we'd still do like 80% if that thing's not defensive. Fusion Flare is there for the Jirachi, which is his main check to us. And Draco Meteor just does loads of damage into his team. So yeah, that is the team for finals. I'm super excited for this and nervous at the same time, but we're just going to play this and we'll see what happens. But I'll see you lot all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to finals of VDL, where we're playing SixftHax, and he is a Terra-Fairy Dragonite, and I'm very scared, so let's see what happens. Let's get right into it. Oof, this is going to be a very, very scary game. He brings the Dragonite, the Dragapult, the Ho-Oh, the Tinglu, and he brings the Meowscarada. Oh my god, he brought it? I did not expect this thing to be here. But yeah, I think we're always leading the Mew. For that Tinglu lead, it's decent, everything. Terra-Fairy Dragonite is going to be very annoying to deal with. But hopefully we can get a Toxic off on it or something. Maybe even taunt it with Mew. We're just going to lead Mew and let's get right into it. Let me double check I'm streaming for the people. And indeed, let's get right into it. Pull up my Mew. You're not terrestrialized yet. Into what is the lead from him? Let's do it. It's Jirachi. Interesting. So, obviously this could potentially be a speed tie, but we're not max speed, so it's not. We could just immediately go for a Terra Dark knockoff. I don't hate that. His team doesn't really like being knocked off. The only swap in is Tinglu, which we kind of deal with. I don't hate going straight for the Terra Dark knockoff. How much will I do with the Terra Dark knockoff into Jirachi? If he's max HP, we do half. Let's just click Terra Dark knockoff turn 1. And he's going to stay in. Okay, that's nice. We're just going to immediately get our Terra Dark off. And he's going to go straight for the U-turn. Okay, so he does 130 damage with a U-turn. Which tells me what? We're getting rid of an item here, so I'm fine with this. He immediately goes into the Tinglu, so we're built to counter this. I really do not mind. He is offensive on that Jirachi, we do learn. Let's see what the item is on Tinglu. We do see that Citrus Berry, which he loves to run. We're going to get a bit of leftovers recovery, which is nice. But getting rid of this thing Citrus is lovely. And we're just going to click a taunt, right? There's no reason not to. I'm going to look at that knockoff damage. We did just about 10%, which tells me he's about max. He's probably Spadef, because he looks about max HP with a little bit of defense. For like 248 for defense. So we'll see what he clicks at. We do know that he can't be Mental Herb now, which is lovely. Oof, I am nervous. He's thinking about this one. Taking a lot of damage. So he's either max speed on the Jirachi or he's like a choice scarf. We don't know yet. Let's see what he clicks. Does just look Earthquake. Really good play there. That looks like no investment to me. I do think I want to click a Toxic on this. The other option is to just go hard Corviknight and try set our screens. We don't want to go into Thingy, we don't go into you, we don't want to go into you. So I do think I'm going to click a Toxic here. If he does go Jirachi, there's no Tentacruel, which is really, really nice. So that is, Jirachi's the only toxic swap in. He does stay in, he does take a toxic, so there should just be another Earthquake, right? Because you're not clicking a Dark move. Does Ruination work with Taunt? I don't think it does. I mean, I do think it does. I mean, but he just clicks another Earthquake. It's fine by me. Do you think I am going to keep this around? Could go into Diamond from this Earthquake. How much does Kyurem take? Not the most amount of damage, but we don't do too much back. And how much are we taking from Earthquake? So we're taking actually a really good chunk from him. We could go Corv here, which I also don't hate. The other option is to predict the swap and just click it again. But I do like keeping you around because it can be annoying to deal with. I'm just going to play it safe and go Corv, and if he makes a good double, that's a good play. He does just click an Earthquake. Okay, that's lovely. Corviknight is out, and we do get a free screen. We can either choose to U-turn here or get screen up. He does shake off his taunt, which is annoying. So he could get rocks up here. I just like clicking a Reflect, right? His special threats aren't great into me, so I'm just going to click a Reflect. He does withdraw, which is lovely. Having that chip on Tinglu plus it being toxic is really, really nice. Sergio, so is that Jirachi again? I don't hate being in front of this. We're just going to get our Reflect up. And I am going to... Do I U-turn here? I do think I'm going to click... What do I like? I don't have great swap-ins to this, to be honest. I don't hate going into you. I'm just seeing less and less of a scenario where I Shell Smash in front of this team. So I'm going to go into Blastoise here. Maybe this is a really silly play. He clicks Trick. Okay, so he's Scarf then. That's really bad, because then we can't Shell Smash now. Okay, that's kind of very annoying. I am going to click a Wave Crash. How much do we do to this? That is into a Tinglu. How much do we do to Jirachi? If you are Scarfed, say you're no longer Scarfed. We are +1 now. Hitting 372, which isn't the worst. We do a roll to kill with 2. Yeah. If you're no longer Scarfed, then I should actually be faster than you. So he's just going to stay in and take the damage on Jirachi, which is fair enough. He sees a physical, and we don't get the roll here. He's going to click Iron Head. Interesting. I'm just going to stay in and click another Wave Crash. I do have a Reflector. This is very, very scary. But we have chipped the Jirachi. We know this is no longer Scarf. We do have Scarf Blastoise now, which is nice. We do a good amount of damage to things like Meow and Enamorous. Is there even Enamorous on this team? We saw Meow, we saw Pulse, we saw Tinglu, we saw Jirachi, we saw Ho-Oh. What is the swap into my Wave Crashes? It's probably Dragonite or... I shouldn't have clicked that, actually, in retrospect. I should have doubled Kyurem every time. No, I shouldn't have double clicked every time. He's just going to stay in and take another hit on Jirachi, that's fine. We do not get the roll again to kill, which is annoying, but does he U-turn? He is Citrus Berry, so he does eat that up. Very nice. Put him. He could potentially get in something for free here, which is extremely problematic if he is DD Dragonite. He might just win with this now. I misplayed super hard, actually. I think I might have lost this game already. Do not have Flash Cannon and Kill. Is it Pult or Dragonite? We do have the Reflect though, which is really nice into Pult. Into Dragonite. Chiquita, that kind of sounds like a Dragonite. No, it's Meow. Okay. That's very, very interesting. I don't hate going into Kyurem. We have our Reflect up. There's Reflect when you need it there. Into a how long do we have? 29 seconds, okay. So we'll just say standard offensive set. You do not do that much damage to me. He doesn't have Enam, yeah. He has Pult, Dragonite, Hello, Tingle. Okay, so yeah, my Roselli Berry does not matter as much. I mean, maybe it matters into Teferi Dragonite. But as of right now, if he sets T-Spikes on it. No, wait, because I've clocked. I'm panicking. It's just a knockoff, yeah. And he is Protein. Good reveal. First, he does a lot of damage. He's Life Orb, okay. We will become faster than this with Scale Shot. Freeze tries decently free. He's a Dark type now. Draco would kill, and he doesn't have great swap-ins yet. Scale Shot would allow me to outspeed. Don't hate that. You're not swapping into Dragapult or Dragonite here. So I'm going to click a Scale Shot. He does withdraw into what? It is the Jirachi sack. Okay, good play. I missed. That is a huge miss, because I could have got 2. I could have had 2, and I would have potentially just won that game. You are not... Are you faster than you probably are? That was huge, because I would have been faster than this. I'm going to click it again. I don't think Iron Head kills me through the... Reflect. Let's have a look. It shouldn't do, but it has a 60% chance to flinch me, which would just be terrible. You might want to see U-turn here, rather than going for the Iron Head flinch. He goes for the Iron Head flinch. Can I please? Oh my god, that's huge. Can we hit a bunch of times so that... A bit more. I would have loved to hit a few more times. Oh, it's so close. 14 to 17.5. I mean, there's no reason to go for it, right? Because Dragapult revenges this now. He just stays in here. Good play. We'll learn if he's Scarf Pult here. We do lose our Reflect. He could also just be Extreme Speed. That's another thing we would have had another turn. He is Scarf Dragon Pult, 100%. There's no way you go into this without being Scarf, right? If you kill me with a U-turn, that's a good question. Do I keep this around is a better one. It outspeeds Ho-Oh and does a lot of damage. It can do a lot of damage to Dragonite if that doesn't D-dance. I think a huge point of it is whether he kills me with a kill me with a U-turn. 28.6. You always kill me with a U-turn, so I'm not gonna risk anything here. I'm just gonna go for the hard Draco because you're just gonna U-turn on me. Now you actually go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, and we do confirm you are Scarf. So down goes Kiram. We could try and get screens up here. Again. He's also locked into Shadow Ball. Does that kill me from where I'm at? He's 110 HP. After Terra, you never kill my Mew, so I'm gonna go there. So it's one apiece right now. Tinglu poisoned, Jirachi's at like 1 HP. I mean, no, Jirachi's dead, what am I talking about? Yeah, Tinglu's poisoned. There's no way you choose to lose this, right? Yeah, this is gonna be Tinglu, probably. 100%, yeah. I do no damage. We do get a little bit of recovery there. He doesn't know we have Stone Edge yet. I mean, he's clicking a Earthquake, right? So I'm going into Corv. This is a tough 50-50 turn. He does click Earthquake. Okay, so we get the turn right. I'm clicking Reflect again. He's just going to stay and set up his rocks, potentially. Oh, he is, yeah. He sets his rocks up. I don't mind. I'm basically playing for a Flutter main endgame at this point. Do I need light screen? I don't think I need a light screen, you know. I'm actually going to go for the U-turn. On the off chance he does make the swap, because light screen is only for the Pult, and Corviknight's my Pult swapping. And we know he's Scarfed, so he can't do too much, especially with our roosting ability. And I want to get my rocks up with Claude ASAP. He does withdraw, okay. So we get switch initiative into the Ho-Oh. I'll take it. And I do think that's... I can't tell the beat. I cannot tell the spread, unfortunately. I could go Tourmaline here and do a lot of damage. Get rid of this thing's boots. I could just go all in with Blastoise here. I think I'm gonna go Mew here. He has very limited uses left. do get a little bit of lefty's recovery. He definitely kills us with any hit he goes for. Do we go for a Stone Intro? That is a question. Or do we knock off this thing's boots? There is a reflect, right? Yeah. So, theoretically speaking, he shouldn't kill us with any one hit, so I'm just going to go for the knockoff. And if he goes into Tingly, good play. He's going to withdraw, that's fair. Into the Tingly, that's fine. With Reflect, I think there's a chance we live this. With the extra 6%, how much do I actually do to Tingly? Stonish, that's into, that's if it has an item. Yeah, we do like no damage, right? We do 6 to 7%, so we're never gonna kill this. But I am gonna taunt on the off chance to go for something else annoying. He does go for the Whirlwind. Okay, so we get that one right. Lovely. He's healing up a fair bit, and we're going to get this poison damage. And that's in knockoff range, so we're going to click it. That's a good turn for us. We get rid of this, which is the main swap into Mew every time. And we get to heal a bit more. So Jirachi, Tinglu are dead. We still got the Pult in great position. We have the Ho-Oh. We know the Pult's scarfed. We do have the Life Orb, Meowscarada, which is still a threat, but we do have Reflect. Could just easily be Pult, you know. Just come in, quick a U-turn. I think we're in a decent spot here. Not the best, not the worst. Chiquitas, that's Meowscarada. Through the Reflect, he does 25 to 30 with a U-turn. He has no roll to kill. How much are we doing to him with a Stone Edge? How much do I like knocking off your Life Orb? It's really meh. Could just go Corv on the U-turn. Flower Trick would crit through the screen and kill us, right? Two versus two Meowscarada, hit. Does. Never kills. Interesting. I'm actually going to click a knockoff here. He does click the Flower Trick. This should never kill. Oh, that's not with a Life Orb. I'm so dumb. He's going to kill us. Yeah, that's a huge misplay for me. Yeah. That's a huge misplay. So here's Flower Trick knockoff. And I can't see any kind of screens I've got left. I can't get rid of Ho-Oh Boots anymore. I'm getting closer and closer to just losing to Dragonite. I really wish I was a Rock Tomb right now. Could just go into you and click a U-turn. does withdraw, so we get a little bit of momentum back. It is a 4v4 now, and there's Ho-Oh again. And I'm not counting my screen turns, which isn't great. I'm gonna go into quads though. I'm gonna rock slide on your sub. Yeah, beautiful. We hit it. Lovely. There's reflect gone. This thing does a lot. It doesn't do too much damage to me at all, to be honest. And -1, I struggle to break it, but I will rock slide and do a good chunk. If he does go for the Sacred Fire, this is a fit. Can we please get the... We don't get burned, huge. And we do a lot of damage to this Ho-Oh. Big crit, huge crit in fact. That is a huge crit. I think he swaps, I might go for rocks here. What does he swap into? I could recover. He does withdraw, we get our rocks up. Here comes Chiquita. Does this kill me? He's definitely boots, but this matters for the Meow and the definitely Scarf Pult. Dragonite could not be boots as well. You are not boots. You are Life Orb. Remember that this time. (282) attack. It's 42.9 to 50.5. I can recover. He clicks knock off. I lose my... You take damage, and I should end up healthier here. And you turn into a dark type. Ooh. 295. I'm always out of range. I'm just gonna recover. Again. He clicks a Flower Trick this time. But you're not a grass type anymore, so it doesn't do as much damage. How much damage should I do back? If you're only a dark type, you are the dark type, very scary. I do 40%. Then I am just gonna rock slide. That is 20. I will recover this time. I get taunt. I could Earthquake you away. How do I beat this Dragonite? That's going to be the big question here. I'm going to need to chip it for Fluttermane. I have to hope it's really not boots. I want to get my screens up with you. Heat flicks knock off, good play. That is so much. That was a misplay from me. He made a really good read there. I have to get a reflector. In my eyes, the game's now over. I'm clicking ice spinner. It's 3 apiece, and he's got 3 of his massive threats, and I've got a Scarf Blastoise. And I have misplayed twice now. I threw away my Corv, and I think that's... Yeah, I don't have a Dragapult swap in left, so it's GG's. Because he is scarfed and has rocks. So it's big GG's to me. I have lost the finals, but well played to SixftHax, man. He played this phenomenally. And I miscalc a lot. That Life Orb with the Mew interaction was huge, because I could have used the Mew to deal with the Ho-Oh, and it just made Dragapult's life a bit harder, but who knows how this would have ended out if that had happened. Here's big Ho-Oh. You can sub for free now. He has those boots, and I do no damage to it, so I have to swap. I should have wave crashed. That was silly. That was silly of me. I should have wave crashed. Always. I should have never let this thing get a free sub, but I did, and now I lose because of it. I do not see a world in which Fluttermane can beat a Dragonite and a thing, so yeah, GG's. Sacred Fire! Oh, he was giving me a chance. He is giving me a chance. I think that burn is worse for me. Yeah, 'cause now I guess, can I die please? Thank you, that actually helps. GG's to SixftHax, man. He played incredibly and he deserves this win all season. He's going to give me the Ho-Oh. He's going to give me the Ho-Oh. Can Blastoise live? I don't think it does. No, it kills itself. That's fine. There is no way Fluttermane can eat these hits, so that's GG. I got through 4 though. It's Dragonite come to clean up. Boots? He's boots every week, man. I needed no boots if I was going to have a chance at this. And even then, I probably didn't have a chance. I just always Moonblast. He's going to Terra. And obviously he's got Scarf Pult in the back, which outspeeds me 100% of the time. So Yeah, unless he's throwing this game for fun. He's like super spadef, yeah. So there's just a Terra Blast to win the game. GG's, man. Yeah. GG's to 6ftHax on being Jirachi champion. What a run. I want to say that congratulations, obviously, 6ftHax. Also, thanks to all the VDL mods and everyone in the season who've been so helpful and nice and kind and caring. But also, we did so well this season, getting to finals from where we were losing so many games at the start of this season to get to here. It was huge. And yeah, GG's to 6ftHax. He's the rightful champion. And we're going to come back hopefully stronger next season and try and go for that crown once again. But that's for next season. Your coach of the Tyrant Titans will be back for next season of VDL, hopefully. Well, I hope they'll accept me back. But yeah, GG's to 6ftHax once again. And I'll see you lot all next season.